Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK as we talk Crestwood girls basketball. Ed Stepanski in studio with us along with the ladies. And, Coach, welcome in. Boy, you have a nice team this year and a big win last night.
Thanks, John. Yes, we do. They're a hard-working bunch of girls. That was an important game for us as a team, defeating Pittston at their place. Never easy on the road. We have a nice little run going here, though.
And I got to see you take on in the Riverside tournament up there at the Taylor Lions tournament. Got to see the girls play and play some good basketball, of course, up there. And you know, you got some girls on this team that could hustle. You have a mix between seniors and juniors and freshmen. So a little bit of everybody playing right now. And tell us a little bit about Kate Snipes.
Well, Kate is our lone senior starter, and she's really found a place on defense right now. Our last two games, we put her in the post, and she really shut down the players. Very happy for Kate. She's a smart, heads-up player, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. A big contributor to the team.
All right, let's welcome in Kate Snipes here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. And Kate, what kind of fun are you having out there with this team?
I'm honestly having a great time this year. We're really having a great season. We just got to keep up the momentum.
And overall, let's talk about your role. Tell us what Coach says. Listen, I need you to do this every game.
This year, it's more about defense for me. Rather than, shooting the three ball. Honestly, I love my role. I just want to contribute to the team as much as I could.
And some tough, hard-nosed girls on this team. Watching you play, you can play some defense. Everybody could, I think.
Yeah, I mean...
Like going at it with the girls in practice as far as mixing it up and making everybody a little bit better?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Everybody goes hard every single practice. Everybody definitely puts up a good fight.
And how about for you? You're a senior. Any plans yet as far as what you're going to do next? Do you have a thought process in mind for college?
Next year I'm going to Keuka College, and I'm going to major in occupational therapy.
All right. Good future and a great career, that's for sure. And Kate, we wish you well. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks.
Coach Stepanski, we're going to move along, talk about Sara Hopkins. Tell us a little about what Sara brings for you.
Well, Sara is our point guard, and enough can't be said about having a good point guard on your team. Her experience, knowledge of the game, court awareness, finding the open girl. I think she's one of the best point guards in the district, if not in the conference.
And let's welcome in Sara Hopkins here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. And Sara, let's talk about your role and being able to see the floor and kind of distribute the ball around.
Yeah, this year I'm trying to get to the basket more, but I'm also trying to get everyone involved. So it's tough, but I think I'm doing okay.
Doing okay. Well, there's a lot of wins this year for your team. Let's talk about some of that competition that you've gone up against this year and what it's like. And as we mentioned, a big win against Pittston area. Talk about what that was like.
Yeah, that was a big win. I think we were up by like 14 at one point, and they came back and cut it to 2. So it was a little nerve-wracking there, but we got a hold of the win, and we held on for a big win. And
overall, a pretty young team, starting Kate and then a bunch of juniors and some freshmen, and there's some talent there in that the sophomore, junior class, freshman class. So the future looks bright as well.
Yeah, the future does look bright, but right now I think we're just focused on this year and focus on going far in districts and trying to win a district championship.
Any other sports you're playing right now?
No, just basketball.
All right, well, go get them, all right?
Thank you.
All right, Sara Hopkins here on the John Mendola Show. Coach, we have another young lady in this segment we're going to talk to. Tell us about our next young lady.
Hollie Muse is another senior on the team. She's a big presence in the paint, aggressive, great rebounder. And just a hard worker. And one thing I got to say, if there was a spirit award given out on this team, Allie would be a big contender for that award. She is a fantastic attitude to the team, brings a lot of love to the team, and she's going to be sorely missed.
Everybody needs that glue as we welcome in Hollie Muse here on the John Mendola Show. And Allie, let's talk about that attitude of yours. Where does that come from? Is that something you've always had, as a young person, and kind of here you are as a senior now trying to rub it off on everybody else?
Well, growing up, my older brother was always had a positive attitude, so I just kind of took it, and I like to give it to other people and spread positive energy to everyone.
And talk about these young players and what you could do to try to make it right, because, so you only get one chance at this as a leader. And, when people remember you and they see you in the grocery store when you're 28 years old saying, that girl was pretty nice to me back in the day. And, they remember stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a big thing to be nice to everyone, because you never know what's going to happen or what's going on in their own lives. So it's just a good thing to be a good person and help each other out,
How about that future for you? Have you given that much thought right now as far as what lies ahead?
I do plan on going to college. My first choice is Arcadia University, and I plan on majoring in art and playing basketball there too.
Oh, awesome. And an art major, which is a unique talent in itself. So congratulations on doing that. And we wish you well, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Hollie Muse here on the Mendola Show. We still got more girls to talk to from Crestwood, a talented, deep team. We'll talk with some of the other underclassmen coming up here on the show. Let's welcome back to the Mendola Show on WILK. Continuing the conversation, Crestwood girls basketball. Ed Stepanski, the head coach. And Ed, we're moving along. A few more ladies to get to. Tell us about Julia Mackowski's talents.
Well, Julia is a forward, a tough, hard-nosed, gritty player who brings a lot of energy, stays active all the time, good rebounder, good at going after loose balls, just a tough competitor, one of our team's leading scorers, and really contributes offensively and defensively to the team. She could drive to the basket, finish. She's a really tough competitor.
Well, let's welcome in Julia Mackowski here on the Mendola Show. And Julia, let's talk about this group of ladies and how much hard work you're putting in right now for the Lady Comets.
I really like working with these girls, and I think that this year it's just been really nice, a team playing. It's nice.
And as far as your skill set out there, what are you trying to do to make sure you can help your team win each and every night?
I focus on being aggressive, and I just go after all the loose balls and fight as hard as I can.
And as far as other activities at Crestwood other than basketball?
Nope, I just play basketball.
All right, focused in on that and doing a heck of a job this season. So we wish you continued success, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Coach Andrea Shipton, how about her, another junior?
Andrea is a long-limbed, one of our tallest players, and we are a guard-oriented team, but she's one of the taller girls, but just active around the basket, goes after the loose balls, finishes well, and a great attitude. Last year we gave out a coaches award, a Crestwood Coaches Award, and she was a recipient of that. And that's the player who shows up every day, whether it's at practice or games, and that really kind of sums up Andrea, is that she shows up every day to play.
Nothing like a clock puncher, and we love those as a coach, that's for sure. Andrea Shipton, welcome into the show, and to talk about that dedication you have of being there and making sure that you're there at every practice.
I just try to do my best to add whatever I can to this team so we can do the best we can this year, and I think we've got a really good chance at going far this year.
And, of course, a lot of good effort out there each and every night. How about some players that you're proud of to play with each and every night there at Crestwood?
Oh, I'm proud of our whole team. I mean, these girls are working hard, and we're really getting some stuff done this year.
And as far as you, any other activities you're involved with?
I run on the track team. I'm a pole vaulter.
All right. Well, that's a challenging event, so we wish you well when the spring comes up with pole vaulting, okay?
Thank you.
All right, and Coach Sara Richards, freshman, boy, what a defender she is. She gets right in your grill. It's nice to see a freshman kind of have that tenacity like she has.
Yeah, she's our lone freshman on the varsity team and lone starter, freshman starter. And what she lacks in experience, she really makes up for in athleticism and determination. She's not intimidated by any player out there. And several times this season, we had matched her up with the stud player from our opponent, and she shut them down. She's a tough player, gritty, goes to the basket hard. She really gives 110%. Very athletic. It's good to see.
Good to see for sure. Sara Richards, welcome into the show. And Sara, how about for you being a freshman and playing some varsity basketball? What's it like?
It's a little nerve-wracking. I just try to go out there and do everything I can to help my team get to a win because I think we have a lot going for us this year.
Talk about where that defensive mindset comes from.
I don't know. I've just always been really aggressive. I don't know.
Well, your dad was pretty aggressive back in the day, so I'm sure you have a little athletic ability from him. But how about being around some of these upperclassmen? What's it like, the experience to be with them?
Well, during the games, like sometimes I get a little nervous, and they're always there for me. They're not like yelling at me or anything because I know like, the freshmen, but they're really good teammates, and I thank them for that.
All right, Crestwood girls basketball here on the John Mendola Show.